So hello guys, my name is proofSzilko, welcome back to my channel. I'm so hyped right now. We just finished a 3-hour live stream and I managed to score 3 victories on a single live stream, so I'm quite hyped. And I played solos, which has just been added to the game, solo versus solo. It's a brand new addition to Warzone, so go ahead and download the patch and enjoy solo mode. I do enjoy it. I have some success, and this is the reason I'm doing this video, because I want to talk about two different things. First one is not too popular or not too talked about gadget or tool for your DualShock 4 controller, and this is the back button attachment. So I've been using this gadget for a long time now. I play PUBG on console with this, and now I play Warzone as well with the back button, and I found it extremely useful, and I want to talk about that a little bit more in depth in the second part of this video. But first I want to show you my settings, what I use in Warzone, because again, I owe you this video. You've been asking for this for a long time. So here I am. I'm going to share my settings. I use these settings on this live stream where I scored 3 victories. So I think, yeah, these settings are pretty good, but that doesn't mean that you have to use it. So you have to find your own settings and you have to tweak them to your liking. And I'm just showing mine because you guys asked for that, but this is not mandatory, as I said. Let me repeat myself. With that being said, guys, let me switch over to the live scene so you will see my settings. So first of all, the button layout preset together with the stick layout preset are set to default. These presets are the closest to the one I use in PUBG, so I didn't want to change them. It helps with the muscle memory for me, and I can also switch between these two games without any problem. I can, you know, hit the same buttons, do the same action in the game if I use this preset, so both of them are set to default. The horizontal stick together with the vertical stick senses are both on 5. I like to be consistent, so I like to use the same values as I've been saying this for a long time. And the ADS sense multiplier for low and high zooms are 1.3. Again, I like to be consistent. Aim response curve type is on standard, and the vibration is turned off. My aim assist is turned on. Usually I turn it off. I play Hunt Showdown as well, and in Hunt Showdown I just turn it off. And in PUBG I don't have aim assist. So the reason I turned on in Warzone is because this is crossplay, and this is crossplay against PC and Xbox players. So you have to be fast when it's about aiming. You have to be the first one snapping onto your target, to be the first one, you know, finishing the kill. And aim assist is essential in this case, in my opinion. So I enable that, and it's put to standard. The weapon mount activation is on normal ADS. This is the fastest way to mount my weapon, so that I can reduce the recoil and, you know, get behind cover and shoot from behind cover. So it's pretty useful, and the fastest way to do that is to hold ADS only. The weapon mount movement exit is enabled, and the ADS behavior is hold. The equipment behavior is also on hold, and the use reload behavior is tap. You know, when you're in gunfight and you have to reload fast, it's a huge difference between tapping and holding the reload button. Those fraction of seconds will actually make a huge difference, will be the decision makers between living and dying and winning a gunfight or losing it. So I just, you know, want to be as fast as possible, so that's why I put it to tap. Depleted ammo weapon switch, I think having it on tap to reload is still slow. It's not too fast, so I rather switch to my other weapon instead of, you know, having to reload my my currently equipped weapon. So yeah, I enable that feature. Slide behavior is tap. Auto movement forward is disabled together with the auto sprint, and the vehicle camera recenter is enabled. Alright, so moving on to general. Brightness and safe area will be depending on your monitor or your TV, so tweak it according to your likings. I like it as it is, but you will have to change it for your own monitor or TV. Film grain is on 0.25. tooltips are enabled. I'm a beginner in this game, so I like to have, you know, everything put on the screen because I can learn and develop faster. Subtitles disabled, language is on English, colorblind mode is disabled, motion blur is disabled because of two things. First, I don't really like motion blur, and second, you know, it's better for me as a content creator to have motion blur disabled because I can capture thumbnails and I can have slow-mo without the motion blur. So yeah, I just disabled that. Weapon motion blur, same. This is important, guys. The HUD, the minimap shape is put to square. See the difference, guys? It's huge. If you use square, you will have you know, a wider angle, a wider area to see through the minimap, so I recommend you to use square. And the minimap rotation is enabled because I can navigate through the environment faster if I have the rotating minimap. Text chat enabled, a profanity filter is enabled, I'm a content creator. Dismemberment and gore effects enabled, and credits, you know, nothing special. Audio, alright, so studio reference is what I use. Everything is set to 100 except for the music. Juggernaut music is disabled. Hit marker sound effects is the modern morpher, not the classic one. Voice chat enabled. Mic is set to 3.16 and voice chat volume together with the microphone volume is on 100. Voice chat effects, no effect. Alright, so that's quite basic. I didn't change anything in that department. I just reduced the music and that's it. And my account crossplay is enabled, crossplay communication enabled, and friend requests enabled, party invites as well, and display unique ID numbers is enabled as well. So that's it, guys. These are my settings. As I said, I found this extremely useful. Again, this is not mandatory. Try to find your own settings, and you know, you'll get better if you stick with your settings for a longer time. You will get better sooner, so I recommend to do that. I'm just sharing mine for you to know, but you don't have to stick with it. Alright, so let's talk about the back button attachment, guys. This is important. I found it extremely useful that I have extra buttons to play with, and you know, I didn't want to buy a pro controller or an advanced one. I'm using the standard DualShock 4 controller, so when I heard the news that they will release the back button attachment for PS4, I was quite excited. And I kept using it. To be honest, guys, it wasn't easy to get used to it. I have to force myself, but at the end of the day, I'm satisfied with the result. It was worth pushing myself to keep using it until I got used to that, because it makes a huge difference in my gameplay. And the buttons I aligned to those two are L3 and R3 buttons. So basically, with the normal sticks, you have to use these sticks to move around and aim around. So having to push down these two to first try to run or enable a boost run will make you stop moving. For example, if you use the left stick and you push it down, you have to stop moving around if you want to push it down, and that's a huge disadvantage if you fight with an enemy. So I just put it on the back button. I can, you know, still move around, and I can enable running if I want to with a different button. And for the right stick, I'm following up with my target. I want to push because I, you know, cracked his armor, and I'm aiming, I'm pushing forward, I'm trying to get close, and I can melee attack him with my back button. In the meantime, I can still adjust my aim, so I can make sure that I actually melee attack the guy, not swinging my weapon next to him or, you know, missing the target. So these two are extremely useful, L3 and R3 buttons. As I said, I recommend you guys to buy this back button and try to push yourself to keep using it. It will take some time to get used to, but you won't regret, I promise, guys. So yeah, this is all I wanted to say. Thank you so much for being here, and again, thank you so much for the support on the live streams, guys. You guys are crazy, you guys are the best, and I see you at 9 PM CT on my next live stream. Take care, bye bye.